All Ball TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. Happy hump day, everybody. Nostalgic Nick, I see you. Foggies, Moldies, Joel, Joseph. Good afternoon / good evening. Bad news. Yeah, bad news. All alleged. All alleged. But we cannot ignore that there is trouble in paradise. With the second apron, with salary caps, guys expecting, deserving their money. This is a problem that I knew we were going to have. Junami. Let's get some people in the building, y'all. Yeah, there's a little bit of trouble in paradise. And there's some reports, there's some news out. And this thing is for real, y'all. This thing is for real. This is something that stops a lot of championship teams from repeating, turning into dynasties. Guys got to get their money. And you have to make a choice. And it's a sad day. Not saying that it'll happen right now, but eventually, y'all, someone's going to have to go. Someone's going to have to go. I think there's 4 players. It might be 3. Big fan Pettis. I think on our Knicks. I think OG. I think Brunson. And I think Josh Hart is bulletproof. I don't think Cat and Mikal Bridges is bulletproof. Jeremy's house. What up, baby? Wonder Woman. Hola. Good to see you always. Always great to see the lovely ladies of All Ball TV. I'm going to say it again, y'all. There's some news. We're going to get to it. Hope everybody's having a beautiful afternoon. It's beautiful outside. Go out there, get you some sun. If you in Harlem, if you in Manhattan, I'm going to be at the Smart Ball Classic tonight at 6:30. Come rock with you guys. It's going to be some great games tonight. You got a doubleheader tonight. Whoever wins tonight moves on to the Final Four to play tomorrow, and then the championship is Friday. But Smart Ball Classic, big shout out Big Brody. Just family right there. He announces the games. Big Brawley, excuse me. Big shout out to his son, the Globetrotters. Cheese, that's family, y'all. The Brawley family. Family for real. Love them to death. Tonight, I'll be at Smart Ball Classic, 135th Street and 5th Avenue in Harlem. Lincoln Projects. One of the best tournaments for high school basketball. Some of the top high school players plays in this tournament. Some of the top high schools, some of the top programs, some of the top AAU programs, some of the top players in the country plays in this tournament. And tonight, the doubleheader is going to be a goodie. All Ball got to be there because I love basketball. And that's where my roots started from. That's where it's from. The concrete, y'all, the park. I played in that park when I was young. So, yeah, if you in Harlem, come holler at your boy. I'll be in the building. 135th and 5th Avenue in Harlem, Smart Ball Classic. I'll be there, chopping it up, chilling, watching the high school basketball games. Let's get right to it, y'all. Let's get right to it. Yeah. So as y'all see, excuse me, big shout out Knicks.movement. Great platform, a lot of good Knicks content over there. Mikal Bridges, future decisions for the Knicks. I'm gonna say it again. Big shout out Knicks.movement. Go subscribe, follow that channel. Great content over there with the Knicks. Anything Knicks for us, y'all. We love to talk about it. But here's what Knicks.movement said, and then we're gonna break down Yahoo Sports and The Source. A new report suggests the Knicks could eventually face a major decision with Mikal Bridges. Darlene Bryant, how you doing, baby? Paul McWhite, big shout out to the members. Big shout out to the chat. Hit that like button, y'all. Share, like, subscribe. Hit that like button. Y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. You see the Cash App, ABTV3. You see the Instagram channel, AllBallTV3 underscores. We also on Facebook and Twitter, which is now X. We also have another YouTube channel, All Ball Fabian Perspective. Please, y'all, support. Hit those like buttons. Dr. Renee Harris, good to see you. Mike T, what up, baby? Focus World Live, what's going on? Is the audio good? Is the visual good? Somebody give me a thumbs up or 100 because we're going to break this down and it's going to be a sad day, y'all. It's going to be a sad day. Mike T, I hope it's cap, but I don't think it's cap. Is the audio good? Is the visual good? Dr. Renee Harris, appreciate you. Let's get right back to it. So I seen this today, and listen, y'all my family. We are all Knicks family, and anything Knicks we want to discuss. And I don't think this is cap. I think eventually this is what's going to happen. But once again, Knicks.movement, that's the Instagram channel. Good content over there with the Knicks. A report suggests the Knicks could eventually face a major decision with Mikal Bridges. If New York gives Karl-Anthony Towns a new extension and also locks up Josh Hart, the team could have around $219 million committed to just 8 players, creating serious second apron concerns. NBA insider Sean Deveney believes Bridges could become the most logical starter to move after the 26-27 season to create financial flexibility. For now, the defending champs are keeping the core together and going all in on a repeat. Once again, if the Knicks give Karl-Anthony Towns a new extension and also lock up Josh Hart, the team could have around $219 million committed to just 8 players, creating serious second apron concerns. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? Hey, Mike T, the second apron is ruining everything. And for me, I'm going to be honest, it's getting spooky and scary for us. It really is. It really is. I have to ask Shaw before I go into this Yahoo Sports report right here. Eventually, I don't think we're going to be able to keep everyone. And let's be honest, I think there's only 3 guys that's bulletproof. I think there's only 3 guys that are bulletproof. I think it's Brunson, I think it's OG, and I think it's Josh Hart, because Josh Hart, that's Brunson's brother, right-hand man. And I think Josh Hart, he understands his role, and he has no problem taking a pay cut. I don't know if Cat is bulletproof, y'all, because he's going to want a lot of money. I hope everyone can stay. I hope everyone can stay, but here's the report. New York Knicks report reveals expected odd man out to ink Karl-Anthony Towns to the max extension. And everyone, this is why it's important for Cat and Hart to take a pay cut. Tori B, always good to see you, Tori B. Joseph, what's going on? YouTube comment raider, good to see y'all. I love to see that green in there. Love to see that green. Listen, my opinion, I think there's only 3 players that's bulletproof. I think it's OG, I think it's Brunson, and I think it's Josh Hart. I think it's Josh Hart because that's Brunson right-hand man, and I think Josh Hart, he knows his role. He knows his position. And he already said it. I want to retire a Knick. I didn't hear anyone else say that. I'm sorry. I just didn't. Big shout out, Mr. James Carter. Thank you for your $5. Don't feel no type of way. Get 2 more chips, and we should be straight for another 53 years. LOL. Hey, Mr. James Carter, we get 2 more chips, I can die a happy man. I'm going to say it again. We get 2 more chips, Mr. James Carter, I can die a happy man. Yeah, that's a fact. But I don't know if Cat and Mikal Bridges is bulletproof. And I have to be honest, who do y'all think is the odd man out? Big shout out Tory B, a member for almost 2 years, a year and a half. Tory B, you know we love you to death. What did I miss? Is Cat asking for the max? No, Tory B, you didn't miss anything. We have some reports that Mikal Bridges might be the odd man out. If we're going to extend Cat and Josh Hart after the 26-27 season, Bridges may be the odd man out. And yes, Chess Ready, I agree. I think Bridges is the easiest to replace. I really do. But let's get back to the report. So a new report suggests that if the New York Knicks really want to ink Karl-Anthony Towns to an extension and Josh Hart to a new deal in a couple of years, they have no choice but to trade Mikal Bridges after next season. Let's break it down. We're going to take our time, y'all. A new report suggests if the Knicks want to extend Cat and Josh Hart, they're going to have no choice but to trade Mikal Bridges. Despite their Game 5 victory to secure the championship, the Knicks organization and their fans are still celebrating, right? While several players had a major role in the spring that the city will never forget, New York wouldn't have reached any and won the NBA Finals without some outstanding play from Towns because the 6-time All-Star took his game to new heights. But forget all that. Towns is currently eligible for a max extension worth $272 million, y'all. $272. I'm going to say it again. Cat is eligible for a max extension worth $272 million. A case can be made that Towns has earned that contract. However, there are big risks in the deal. It would see him make over $60 million a year at a time when big men usually begin an athletic decline. The New York Knicks will have to move Mikal Bridges sooner than later. We don't know. So, listen, y'all. New York surely tried to convince him to take a lucrative but more team-friendly deal similar to the one top star Jalen Brunson accepted a couple years ago, yet there are no guarantees that the pitch will work. In a new column, Heavy's Sean Deveney notes that if the team did give Cat a max extension and ink glue guy Josh Hart to a new contract in the next 2 years, the Knicks would be a $219 million for 8 years. To fill out the rest of the roster, they are sure to blow past the second tax apron, a place owner James Dolan has no interest in being. So what will New York's management do to avoid the penalties of being above the second tax apron? According to the NBA Insider, there really is only one option. They have to trade Mikal Bridges. Listen, y'all, the reports is crazy. Listen, the answer is clear. They should seek to trade Mikal Bridges. He is the most expendable of the Knicks starters. Remember, there was real discussion about benching him for Landry Shamet last season. And though he won't be easy to move with 4 years and $150 million on his contract, he presents the easiest path to easing the contract logjam the Knicks face. Chat, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's getting spooky. Big shout out, big fan Petisse. Thank you for your $5. If that's the case, offer Bridges in a trade this year for a quality big. Respectfully, he can be replaced by Landry. Hated, but always Knicks first. Trapped in the 90s. What's going on? Hey, chat, y'all heard the reports. And this is, excuse me. And this report is from Sean Deveney of Yahoo Sports. Right? I mean, Wow. Wow. So we'll be second apron again. Cat is due for 272. If we're going to lock Josh Hart up, Mikal Bridges is the odd man out. I mean, Mr. Finesse, yeah, it's all speculation, but it's Knicks news. It's Knicks news, y'all. It's Knicks news. And let's not act like this is not a problem that we had to think about. Big shout out Cherokee. She is in the building. Mr. Finesse, yes, thank you. Hit that like button, y'all. Upright Sounds Music. Salute. Chat, what do y'all think? As much as we want to say this is cap, this is fake, this is not real, we all understand that eventually someone is going to be the odd man out. Brooklyn's finest, always a pleasure, right? For real CEO, big shout out to the chat. Love y'all more than y'all know. So like I said, here it is right here, y'all. Knicks.movement. Knicks.movement, y'all. NBA insider, Sean Deveney. If the Knicks are planning on extending Karl-Anthony Towns and Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges might have to be sacrificed. He might have to be traded, y'all. And let's be honest, I have to ask y'all, out of the core starting five, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, which one of those players are more expendable? Now, I don't want to trade anybody, but we're here to report. We're here to talk about it. We're here to discuss it. We love our Knicks. At any Knicks news, we're here to talk. But out of those guys, who is the odd man out? And I love the reports that, let's be honest, we were talking about starting Landry Shamet over Mikal Bridges. Right? Now, we know how good Mikal is, and we know how important he is to us, to our team, to the city, right? He helped bring us a championship. But let's be honest. After this season, what happens? There was only one player that said he wants to retire a Knick. And that was Josh Hart. I'm going to say it again. Tory B, there was one player that said he wanted to retire a Knick. And that was Josh Hart. I didn't hear Mikal Bridges say it. I didn't hear Cat say it. I didn't hear OG say it. I didn't hear Brunson say it. I heard Josh Hart say it. What are your thoughts on that? Are these guys all going to go for the money? Or are they going to chase history? Chase legendariness? Nostalgic Nick, thank you for correcting me. Nostalgic Nick said Cat said it too. I know guys say they want to be here. But do they want to stay here? Do they want to retire here? Because we all have to understand. And big shout out Fabian and Flea. Fabian does a great job with the editing, right? And y'all know I'm not as good as him. But big shout out to my brothers. We've been discussing this. And this is why it was important for Brunson to take a pay cut. This is why it was important for Mikal Bridges to take a pay cut. Remember, Shaman did as well. He could have went somewhere and got some more money. Alvarado, Clarkson wanted to resign. But this is why we've been discussing for weeks now on Knicks Rehab. We need Cat and we need Josh Hart to play ball. Now, I don't think Josh Hart is going to have a problem taking a pay cut. I don't think Josh Hart is going to have a problem playing ball. But it's going to be hard to convince Karl-Anthony Towns to not take 272 and take 200. I know we talk all of that, but to tell somebody take 50 million, take 70 million, take 40 million less, I'm just saying, y'all, it's going to get a little scary. And we have to prepare for the future. We have to. We have to. Let's not act like everything is all good. Now, this season, everyone's locked in. So we ain't got to worry about this season. But if we want to continue to keep this thing going, be relevant for the next 10, 15, 20 years, these are things we have to worry about, y'all. These are things we have to worry about. So I have to ask y'all, how do y'all feel about the reports? Do y'all like it? Do y'all not like it? Are you nervous? Are you scared? Once again, big shout out Knicks.movement. NBA insider, Sean Deveney. If the Knicks are going to extend Karl-Anthony Towns and lock in Josh Hart, they may have to trade Mikal Bridges because of the second apron. I'm just saying. And then they also have reports of which teams could a Mikal Bridges trade landing spot next summer, right? And they say, let's make it clear, the New York Knicks are not going to trade Bridges this year. They are going to make a run at being the first team to repeat as champions since the Golden State Warriors, right? They have serious, they say, however, they can or not, they have a serious salary cap reckoning they will have to deal with next year. So we cannot ignore, y'all. We have a serious salary cap problem we have to deal with. Bridges drew the eye of the Knicks fans last season. However, shooting 56% from the field during the playoffs while playing strong defense made his regular season struggles water under the bridge. However, of the team starters, he is absolutely the weakest link and the most expendable. So which teams might be interested in the trade for the guard for next summer with 3 years and $115 million left on his contract? A rebuilding team like the Clippers might be open to a deal if lottery pick Keaton Wagler needs more development. The Warriors will have a lot of cap space after next season that could see value in pairing him with Steph Curry for his final seasons. He might also be an intriguing fit for the Dallas Mavericks as part of a new core with the young star Cooper Flag. Chat, I'm going to repeat this one line. Of all the starters, is Mikal Bridges the weakest link and the most expendable? What do y'all think? Do y'all think we have nothing to worry about? Or do y'all think this is a problem? Like I said, these are reports, y'all, and we all know the second apron is serious. We all know the second apron thing is serious. We all know that. Remember, Cat 272. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. That is nothing to sneeze at. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. What do y'all think? I knew hey, Chad. Wow. So let's have this discussion. What do y'all think happens? What do y'all think happens? Do y'all think the core stays together for the rest of the season? Do y'all think we have a good enough starting five, a good enough bench? I think we do. I just like to have the discussion with y'all. Do y'all think we need to make a move? And if we do have to make a move, whether it's for another wing or another big, who do you trade? Do you look to trade Mikal Bridges because maybe he's the most valuable out of the guys that maybe we can trade? Let's not forget, we thought about trading Mikal Bridges to Portland, right? We thought about sitting him down for Landry Shamet. Now, of course, how he played in the playoffs and the finals, like the report said, water under the bridge. But we cannot ignore, the thing going on with the taxes in the second apron. Right? I read it again. The Knicks would be a $219 million for 8 years, for 8 players, excuse me. The Knicks would be at $219 million for 8 players. To fill out the rest of the roster, they are sure to blow past the second tax apron, a place owner Jim Dolan has no interest in being. What do y'all think? Talk to me. Talk to me. If we were to trade Mikal Bridges, is there any players that y'all have in mind? If they, this is why teams can't repeat, y'all. The only great thing we have going for us is these guys are locked in for this year. But after this season, Barney Rubble, we might be in a little trouble. Barney Rubble, we might be in a little trouble. It's without a doubt, we have to make a move this season. We have to make a move. I'm not saying we have to trade any of the starting five. We all know OG, Josh Hart, Brunson ain't going nowhere. But Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, is Cat going to take the pay cut? Is Josh Hart going to take the pay cut? Right, nostalgic Nick Cherokee. Mikal Bridges already took a pay cut. He already took a pay cut. But it's about the taxes and the second apron, which James Dolan let you know off the rip. I'm not going into that. James Dolan let you know off the rip. I'm not going into that. I'm not dealing with no extra taxes, no second apron, none of that. Right? Now, of course, probably tomorrow, we get Fabian and Flea up here, and, we'll have a way better discussion because they may understand it a little more than me, right? But all I know is we couldn't keep Mitch. We lost a couple guys. We lost some front office guys. And we've all been up here talking about this contract thing with Karl-Anthony Towns and Josh Hart. Cat is due for $272. Josh Hart is due for $132. I'm just saying. $272 for 4 years, that's damn near $70 a year. Josh Hart, $132 for 4 years. That's a little over $30 a year. I'm just saying. I'm a little worried for the future. Y'all got to think about it. Teams that were able to keep that core won multiple championships. I'm not going to go too far back. But when you even talk about the Miami Heat with LeBron, D. Wade, and Chris Bosh, you had a lot of guys that at that time was just thirsty to play with LeBron James because they knew they were going to win a championship. So it made it easier. Plus, it's Miami, South Beach, right? Let's be honest, y'all. DeMar DeRozan went to Denver off of waivers for $3.9 million. Why didn't he come to the Knicks? I'm going to say it again. We have to have guys that want to come and play here. Look what happened when Golden State had their run. Kevin Durant wanted to play there. And then look at all the guys that they was implementing in and out those rosters for those couple of years, right? Guys wanted to play there. How many of these players want to play in New York? Except our guys, right? So, I mean, we do have some slight problems that if we don't be careful, it can get ugly quick. We've seen teams that you thought was going to turn into a dynasty fall at the waistline. Look at the bubble Lakers. Look at the Denver Nuggets. Look at the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm not saying that's what we're going to turn into because I don't think our guys are selfish like that. Look at the Boston Celtics. That quick, y'all. Let's talk reality. I just like to have honest conversations with my family. It's going to be difficult to keep all these guys together for the next 3 to 5 years. And that's what it takes to win multiple championships. I think we have an opportunity to do that. And I've said it on a live a while ago. You can go way back to the Boston, the Lakers, the Bad Boy Pistons, the Chicago Bulls, the San Antonio Spurs, the Golden State Warriors. I'm talking about teams that's won multiple championships. That core 3-4 guys stayed together. And players wanted to play for those organizations, whether it was the coach, the front office, the fan base, or just, I know I'm going to win a championship. Ray Allen wanted to go to Miami. Think about that, y'all. Some of these guys could have went anywhere. Ray Allen wanted to go to Miami because he knew he was going to win a chip. That's the energy we need to feed off, y'all. DeMar DeRozan went to Denver for $3.9 million. Now, of course, there was some rumors saying that he would have wanted a bigger role. So I don't know him coming over here, what type of role he would have had. Of course, he'd have been great coming off the bench. Jerome Griffin, good to see you. Sherwin, good to see y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Share, like, subscribe. Share, like, subscribe, y'all. Hit that like button. Once again, y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. Y'all see the Instagram channel, AllBallTV 3_. We also on Facebook and X, AllBallTV. AllBallTV Fabian Perspective is the other YouTube channel. Please, y'all, hit that like button. Share, like, subscribe. But I'm going to say it again. Chat, talk to me. Do y'all think players would want to come here knowing that they would have an opportunity to win a championship? Why didn't DeMar DeRozan sign with us but go sign with the Denver Nuggets? When you talk about, like I said, the Chicago Bulls, miking them, plucking guys in and out, no problem. Drafting great. Thank you, Nick 100. I'm just saying, the mindset today is very different. Very different. Very different. Back then, guys wanted to win championships. I don't know if these guys want to win championships. You see Tracy McGrady and Kevin Durant and Vince Carter all agreeing with this nonsense. An MVP is more important than a championship? When? So you telling me you rather have 3, 4, 5 MVPs than 3, 4, 5 championships? And you're the main 1 or 2 guys? I'm just saying. So I don't even know if guys really want to win championships. That's why this core that we have is very important to the sport of basketball, to sports, period. Because they actually want to win, and they want to win in a certain fashion. I'm just saying, when you had LeBron in his prime down there in Miami, listen, guys was beating down the door to go play over there for the league minimum. Are we that good yet? Are we that good yet? Have we shown and proved that we are the best team in the East, and if you come over here, you'll win a championship? Remember, we just need some good pieces. Guys that been in the league 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years, still got a lot of gas in the tank. And is thirsty for a championship. We have our core guys, but you always need the guys that are going to do the little things. You're always going to need Josh Harts. Always. May drive me crazy, but you're always going to need guys like that. And when you look at all the teams that won championships, they always had those guys. Always. Always. Whether it was an enforcer, a rebounder, a guy that's going to jump in the stands, do whatever he can to get the basketball, a great blocker, great, like I said, always. Always. My thing is, what can we do to continue to win? And for some of y'all that just got in the building, we have some Knicks news. Like I said, I read everything. I broke it down. We up here talking about it. I'm going to shout them out again. Big shout out Knicks.movement. We show love up here. Anything Knicks, We love to talk about it. We love to discuss it. We love to react to it. But this is from NBA insider Sean Deveney. He's reporting that if the Knicks are going to extend Karl-Anthony Towns and lock up Josh Hart, the odd man out after this season may be Mikal Bridges due to taxes in that second apron. They saying that out of all of the guys, Mikal Bridges is the most expendable. What do y'all think? I think that's why you have to strike when the iron is hot. This is why we got to win as much championships as we can. Because this problem is going to continue to happen. So a lot of teams, a lot of organizations, they talked about this with OKC last season. Like, yo, how are you going to be able to keep all those guys? SGA, Williams, Chet. All guys, their first big contracts. They ain't taking no pay cuts. We can't expect everybody to be like Jalen Brunson. So for me, we have to really think about it. I think there's only 3 bulletproof guys. Y'all tell me who's bulletproof on our starting 5. Chat, I need y'all to answer this question. Tell me the guys that are bulletproof, that no matter what, they not going nowhere unless they demand a trade. For me, it's OG Anunoby, it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Josh Hart. And I'm saying Josh Hart because that's Brunson right-hand man. And I think Josh Hart understands his role and his position. Good to see you, Mo. Wayne Peterson, what up, baby? PMCG, what's happening? Mo, miss you, Mo. Always good to see Mo in the building. That's the assistant coach. Huntori B on the sidelines coaching this thing. I don't know if Cat is bulletproof, y'all, because of that contract. 272. 272. I see a lot of OG and Brunson. I mean, OG could be injury prone, but at the end of the day, nobody was more injury prone than Mitchell Robinson. And we put up with that mess. I'm just saying. I think what OG did this season, especially in the playoffs and in the finals, he's bulletproof, y'all. He's bulletproof. I don't think Cat is bulletproof. Not with that contract. If that contract extension wasn't so crazy, then maybe. I'm not saying trade Cat now. Hold on. I'm not saying trade anybody. I'm just saying due to the circumstances, Cat's going to have to take a pay cut. Can't take the whole 272. We got to be able to keep this train rolling. We have to be able to keep this train rolling. Cat is going to have to take a pay cut. I don't think it's going to be a problem getting Josh Hart to take a pay cut. But once again, y'all, if we extend Cat, if we lock in Josh Hart after this season, due to that second apron, we might have to trade Mikal Bridges. We might have to trade Mikal Bridges. Sorry. And I have to be honest, as much as, I fell back into liking Mikal Bridges and giving him his proper respect, I think he is the odd man out. I really do. I think he is the odd man out. And he might know it. But to me, this is where maybe, the organization, Cat, Brunson, OG, Hart, those guys, maybe they can figure out a way where they can all take pay cuts to where they can all stay together. But how many times can someone take a pay cut? Are we expecting Brunson to take another huge pay cut? I don't see him taking another $113 million pay cut, y'all. I don't. I'm sorry. He brought us a championship. He did something no one could do in 53 years. He did something that no one thought could be done ever in our lifetime. I don't see Brunson taking another $113 million pay cut. I don't know if Cat, we want him to, but should Cat take a pay cut? He's due for 272. He's due for 272. What type of pay cut are we talking about? 20 million, take 250? Take 240, 230? I'm just saying. It's going to be difficult to keep everyone. And we all have to be honest. Mikal Bridges is the odd man out, y'all. Unless Mikal Bridges can play at an all-star level and maybe, make all NBA third team, be in talks as one of the best wing defenders, one of the best defenders at the guard position in the NBA. If Mikal Bridges can have a out-of-this-world season, then all bets is off. But if he struggles like he did this past season, I think it's on him. Because he is the odd man out. He has to make it harder for us to attempt to trade him. So, that's some news that I know we don't want to hear. I know sometimes we don't want to discuss. I know I don't. But it's real, y'all. It's real. It's real, y'all. Are y'all comfortable trading Mikal Bridges at this point? I have to ask y'all, chat, if there's a player, this is why I love y'all, and this is why I love basketball talk, because I also love fantasy. I just do, right? If there was a player that we could trade to get what we need, who are y'all willing to trade? Now, we know Brunson and Cat is off the books, right? But let's say we can get the big man that we need. Who are y'all willing to trade? Who are y'all willing to trade? And we'll see who's the odd man out. Let's leave it up to us. Big shout out, George Guardian. Yeah, I love to see the green, the members. Dan Litt, what up? Dan Litt is so much of a hater. He said, trade them all. I'm talking about out of the starting five, nostalgic. Out of the starting five, if we can get what we need, who are you willing to trade? Who are you willing to trade? Now, we all know Pacome could pack him up. I'm not high on Diawara like everyone else is. Maybe this season here prove me wrong. Or Hay or George. I don't want to mispronounce it, but big shout out to you. Thrill 'em Guns. You already know. Big shout out Thrill 'em Guns Pops. Love always, y'all. I think, honestly, Mikal Bridges is the odd man out. And I think eventually, when we do have to make a move, he might be the guy. He might be the guy. Now, if we could keep this starting five, I would love it. And then we could just add a vital piece that we need, which is a good wing or a big man. But Iris Miller, good to see you, Iris. How you feeling? Yeah, I mean, look what the chat is saying. A big shout out to Moment. I've been talking about Trey Murphy for 3 seasons. Ask Fabian. Ask Fabian. I've been talking about Trey Murphy for 3 seasons. Now, if we can get Trey Murphy, if we can get Trey Murphy, wow. Now we talking. Take Bridges, take Pacome, take Mo. Might could take Deuce with that. Now, I don't think Jay McDaniels is going nowhere. Listen, if we could fleece New Orleans, take Bridges, Take Deuce, take Pacome, and whatever future picks we got. Trey Murphy, let's go. Now, to me, that's what I'm talking about. But, like I said, chat, Barney Rubble, after this season, we will be in a little bit of trouble. We will be in a little bit of trouble. I'm sorry, y'all. We just will be. And we can't ignore that. We just can't. I'm going to repeat because I see a couple new people came in the building. Y'all see the thumbnail. Mikal Bridges might be the odd man out. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep him because the Knicks would be at $219 million for 8 players. To fill out the rest of the roster, they are sure to blow past the second tax apron. A place owner, James Dolan, has no interest in being. So once again, y'all, if we sign Cat to the extension, if we sign Josh Hart to the extension, that will put us at $219 million for 8 players. To fill out the rest of the roster, they are sure to blow past the second tax apron. So they're saying after next season, someone will have to be moved. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be Mikal Bridges. I mean, that's why this season and last season winning the championship was very important because these problems I knew was going to come up, y'all. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. But for me, there's only one player out there that I love, and it's Trey Murphy. I'm sorry. If we could get a Trey Murphy and get another solid big man, oh, we going on a Golden State run. I'm going to say it again. If we can get Trey Murphy with another solid big man, OG Circle, salute. We going on a Golden State run. Yeah. 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 Yeah, Mo, I see Matherin. Ain't no listen. So, right now we got 2 roster spots open. Let's see what the front office do. Like I said, this season we're secure with our starting 5. Mikal Bridges ain't going nowhere. I don't think no one's getting traded this season unless it's a deal that is just out of this world, right? But we have to be honest. There is going to be some problems. Yeah, YouTube comment rater. I like Sadiq Bey. Yeah, I like Sadiq Bey. See, for me, I like Matherin, but we have a whole bunch of Matherins. Is Matherin better than Shamit, Deuce, Clarkson? Yes. But chemistry, y'all. Matherin thinks he's a starter. Matherin's trying to be an all-star. Matherin wants to get paid. So as much as I like Matherin, I think our guys is just a perfect fit. But YouTube comment rater, yeah, I like Sadiq Bey. I like Sadiq Bey. Yeah. Especially off the bench. Yeah, off the bench. That's why I say our front office, they got to work some magic. Hey, Wayne Peterson, I would love that. The front office has to work some magic. That's why I said, let's see what happens, y'all. Let's see what happens. Everybody's re-signed. We really don't have no worries right now. But let's see how guys start off the season. Because October and November, we got some tough games. We got all the big dogs. We got all the big dogs. We got Philly and Indiana. Y'all remember the schedule. So let's see what happens. Because for me, I think right now, y'all give me 3 players that's under the most pressure for the Knicks this season. That's how we're going to end this live. Chat, give me the 3 players that's under the most pressure this season. For me, I'm going Mikal Bridges. I'm going Deuce. And I'm going Mo Diawara. Darnell, big shout out. Once again, y'all, give me y'all 3 players this season that's under the most pressure to play well and perform. I'm going Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, and Mo Diawara. Those are my 3 that's under the most pressure. They got to get the job done. They have to get the job done. To me, those are the guys that's going to help us win the championship. Because we know what we're going to get from OG, Brunson, Josh Hart, Cat. Those other guys we don't know. Too inconsistent. Too inconsistent. But for me, I'm going Mo Diawara, I'm going Deuce, and I'm going Mikal Bridges. PMC, he said Cat, Deuce, and Bridges. Okay, similar. Brooklyn's finest. Me and you was on the same page. Yup, Mo D, Mikal, and Deuce. Come on, y'all. Let's get those names out. Let's get those names out. Come on, y'all. Who do y'all think has the most pressure? Give me 3 players. Seriously. Seriously. Because if we're going to repeat, if we're going to try to make it again, I need Bridges to play at an all-star type level. Yeah. I need Bridges to average between 16 and 19 and play good defense. I need Deuce to be one of the best players to come off the bench. And I need Mo Diawara to play like he's playing for his life. Okay, I see Drummond, Mikal, and Deuce. Okay, similar. House Flawn, what up, baby? He said Deuce, Kolick, and Bridges. A lot of us got Deuce, a lot of us got Bridges in it. Nostalgic Nick, Kolick, Deuce, and Mo. Dottie, Deuce, and Bridges. Bridges, OG, and Cat. Wow, Chess ready? Wow. Wow. Ivory, you have a point. In 2 years, who the heck knows what the new Apron will be? Yeah, but let's talk about right now. Yeah, I see you, Mo. Yeah. I mean, a lot of us have Deuce in there. A lot of us have Mo. A lot of us have Bridges. I see a little bit of Kolick sprinkled in there, a couple Cats. For us to repeat, y'all, we gonna have to play hell of a... Yo, man. We gonna have to play real good. We're gonna have to play very good. Wayne Peterson said Deuce, Kolick, Dottie, and Diawara. He said, I'm picking 4. I think if those 3 players can step up, I think we'll be just fine. I think if Deuce can play like a 6-man of the year, if Deuce could give us that production that he was giving us before the injury, and if Mikal Bridges can stay confident, I don't mind Mikal Bridges missing shots, but staying aggressive. Chris Dragnet, good to see you, my brother. I think we'll be fine. And I think if Mo Diawara can take a minor leap, he's 6'8". That position, that size, that's what we need. Kolick needs burn in the regular season to get some new in-house improvement. Yeah. But I don't think Kolick is under pressure to play well. I think it's, for me, Mo, Bridges, and Deuce. Just saying. If those 3 players can step up, I think we'll be just fine. But for me, my fantasy, my dream, if we could get Trey Murphy and maybe it's a Deke Bay, we Golden State Warrior in this thing. Yeah. Yeah. OG Circle said Drummond. No more Tar Bridges, man. No, he got his name back. He said Mikal Bridges and Deuce. I'm not going to lie, a lot of us, yeah, Dan Lynn, I'm wearing, all black. You see me do-rag on, Black Air Force Ones, that's right. I seen this news, got me mad. But a lot of us have similar names. A lot of us have Deuce, Bridges, and Mo. So, for me, y'all, let's see what happens. This season, we should be fine. We should be fine. And yes, Chris Dragnet, a full season of training camp with Cat, a full season of the hub, a full season of now these guys actually liking each other because they came a long way. Cat and Brunson went from not getting along. I'm not going to say not like each other, but no chemistry, not getting along to now being the best of buds, right? At the wedding. Guys doing interviews together, holding each other down. So I think the chemistry's gotten better. I think the respect level for the coach has gotten better. I think now you can look at Rick Brunson as a legit assistant coach. So I think a year of that, also a year of being spoiled, seeing what happens when you win a championship. Maybe you want to do more of that, right? Maybe now your hunger, your thirst. Hey, what if we win 2? I like being on TV. I like commercials. I like all these endorsements. I like the limelight. I like the love. So I'm just saying, I think, another year of that, and then you add on Cat with a full training camp, and then now Cat playing the hub, and we get some production and some good backup minutes from Andre Drummond, and you can get some good production from Deuce. Bridges have his confidence throughout the whole season. I know it's a lot of ifs, but I think those 3 guys, Mo Diawara, Deuce, and Mikal Bridges, I think they are on the hot seat. And I think those 3, if there is going to be a trade made this season, depending on their play, they get packed right up. Packed right up. Packed right up. So for me, y'all know me, I say the first 20 games. Let's see what happens. But you cannot come out slow. No. You got to make a statement immediately. Immediately. What I'm looking for, I need Cat, OG, and Brunson, all-stars. I need Cat, OG, Brunson, or NBA. 1, 2, 3, it don't matter. I need Cat, best rebounder, lead the league in rebounds. I need OG, top 5, DPOY candidate. I need Brunson to be Brunson. Everyone else, follow suit. That's what I'm looking forward to. I need Mikal Bridges, confidence all-time high, aggressive. I need Deuce to play like he was playing before he got injured. I need Clarkson and Shaman with that intensity off the bench. And we just need Drummond to be 30%, 25% of Mitchell Robinson. And I think we'll be fine. Anything else is a cherry on top, y'all. If you get production now from Mo Diawara, Kolek, that's a cherry on top. But I think you get all that, which I'm pretty sure we can get, I think we'll be just fine. But Bridges, Mo Diawara, and Deuce, we watching you. We watching you. Because we do need a center. And we do need another wing. Yes, Chris Dragnet. Like I said, I think we could put out some lineups that's going to be good. I think you can put a backcourt sometimes of Alvarado, Shaman, and then you have OG with Drummond out there and a Mo Diawara. So like I said, there's going to be some lineups that's going to be great. Remember, sometimes you got the backcourt of Brunson and Alvarado. It works, depending on who you playing. Right? So I think we'll be fine, but guys just have to play up to their potential, and guys have to play up to these contracts that they want, these extensions, these maxes that they want. If they play up to those, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But I think OG in the second unit with Drummond, because OG can give you defense and offense, and he shoots well from 3, and you out there with Shaman, Alvarado, and probably Mo Diawara, I mean, we can have some good lineups. We can have some good lineups. So, I just feel like with this news, maybe this puts a fire under everyone's feet. Maybe Mikal Bridges hears and sees things like this and go, oh, no, no, no. I want to stay here. I want to stay here. So let me play my tail off. And maybe these guys like each other so much. Maybe these guys created a bond, a brotherhood. to where they want to see each other stay. So maybe they all take pay cuts. But let me say this. Before I go, there was one person that wasn't at the wedding. Hey, chat, there was one person that we didn't see at the wedding. Do y'all know who that was? Once again, are these guys brothers? Have they created a bond to where they take pay cuts for each other to make sure they all stay on this team and go for history? Ain't nostalgic, Nick. I'm good at this thing sometimes. Sometimes. Ain't nostalgic, Nick. You like that, right? Some guys was missing at that wedding. I ain't talking about Mitchell Robinson, YouTube comment raider. There's some guys missing at that wedding. But I ain't here to start no trouble. So when we talk about the odd man out, it's not only about contracts. I'm just saying, y'all have a great night, a great evening. Like I said, if you're going to be in Harlem, come holler at me. I'm going to Smart Ball Classic, 135th and 5th Avenue. Smart Ball Classic. We got two goodies. High school. It's going to be lit. Great games. The weather is beautiful. 135th and 5th in Harlem. All ball will be in the building. Everybody have a great night. Everybody have a great night. Yeah. Be safe out there. And yo, man, love y'all more than y'all know. Y'all already know. See y'all tomorrow, Knicks Rehab. Fabian and Flea will be in the building. Yeah, OG Circle stinking Lincoln. Listen, when I was young, when I played in Lincoln Projects in the tournaments, the three-point line was so far, they was 4-pointers. We was youngins, though. We was what, 12, 13, 14, 15? Facts. But, yeah. Everybody have a great night. All seriousness, be safe. Appreciate the love and support. See y'all tomorrow. I'm going to watch these young high school guys. Always a pleasure, y'all. Have a great night.
All Ball TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.